Hello everybody, my name is Ursula and today's session is perfect for Tots. We're going to be exploring floating and sinking objects inspired by the logboat at Derby Museum and Art Gallery.
This logboat was made in a period called the Bronze Age, which was a very long time ago. It was made from one single oak tree that had been hollowed out using axes, and originally it was over 10 metres long. It was discovered in a quarry in Derbyshire near the River Trent and had to be dug out of the ground that it was found in very carefully. It was found carrying a cargo of sandstone, which was used to make roads over wet ground. You can come to Derby Museum and Art Gallery to see the logboat for yourself, along with other fascinating objects found buried in Derbyshire.
In today's activity, we're going to test out which objects float and which objects sink, which objects might make a good boat, and how much weight a boat could hold before it might sink. We'll test all of these ideas out, but first let's look at what you'll need for the activity today.
You're going to need something that can hold water. It might be a bowl, a plastic box, a sink, a bath, or a washing up tub. You'll need to fill up your container with enough water so that objects can float on the surface or sink to the bottom. Some objects to test sinking and floating with. You might want to get some objects that can be used as cargo, like the sandstone from the logboat. I've got some wooden blocks to use. And you can also download the sink or float sheet, or you might want to draw your own. Once you've gathered everything together, we can get started on the activity. So pick one of your objects and take a guess whether you think it might float or sink. Why do you think that? Is it heavy? Is it light? Is it big? Is it small? Once you've guessed whether you think your objects will float or sink, we can test them out and see if we're right. Some of the things that I guessed I got right and some of them I got wrong. That's okay, it's all part of our experiment. Once you've tested them in the water, and if you got them wrong, you can just move them into the other column. If you have an object like a box, you can test it as a boat. How many blocks of cargo do you think my boat can hold before it sinks? Have fun testing your sinking and floating objects and playing in the water.